Analytics is the new material selection tool from Total Materia which allows critical material decisions to be made within seconds. With analytics, you can visually compare a list of predefined materials for the most important property parameters according to your application. Whether it's finding the best candidates with two properties in mind or simply setting minimum limits for the most critical parameter to make immediate elimination, analytics can help. In this typical use case, we are looking to see the relationship between impact and yield stress for a list of diversified materials to make sure our material is strong enough but is not too brittle. From any search or filter in Total Materia, you can select individual or all materials and add them to analytics for further comparison. You can also add them from browsing sessions in our comprehensive cross-reference tables. Once you are happy with your selections, you can go directly to Analytics by clicking on the Analytics toolbar at the bottom of the page. As you can see, it's possible to compare up to 100 materials in Analytics at one time. The first job is to select the properties we want to compare, in this case, yield stress versus impact. The default view is to see the materials displayed as points to give a quick visualization of the relationship of each material according to the material average values. By clicking on the radio button to change the shapes to rectangles, you can see the exact minimum and maximum range within each material for all conditions. At this point, you can also impose minimum tolerances according to your requirements. For example, we may identify a minimum impact requirement of 42 and a minimum yield stress of 400 megapascals. Any materials that fall completely outside of these parameters will become grey and therefore can be discounted at this stage. It's possible to then click into the details of each material and see the property details at the condition level. Simply click on the rectangle which looks like the best fit for you. In this case, we can see the points for all impact values for all conditions, but the minimum tolerance red line is still in place to show you that not all conditions for this material meet the needs. For impact, we can see that the impact value available is easily in excess of our minimum, and by hovering over the point, we can see the specific subgroup and condition details. For yield stress, we can see two options. One is a grayed out point at the bottom under our red tolerance line, and the other is the blue point, which has an acceptable minimum yield stress of 470 megapascals. By hovering over the point again, we can just make sure that the condition which is acceptable for the yield stress matches the condition for the material for impact. When analytics is combined with all of our other useful material search and discovery options in Total Materia, it provides a truly powerful decision-making tool for selecting materials based on real data and most importantly at the condition level.